What's going on? This is the knight and the bishop and the knight. So, in this video, I'm going to talk about the concept of choosing signals, which is something that a lot of dating coaches waffle back and forth when it comes to it. So, let's talk about this in the context of an actual real life situation. So, last year, I went to Juarez, Mexico. Now, for you guys that don't know what the city is infamous for, let me tell you about it. It is widely considered one of the most dangerous cities in the world. There used to be, and a bunch of violence is starting to spark up once more, but there used to be a bunch of women that would get trafficked. There used to be a bunch of issues when it came to that type of stuff. A lot of women would get killed. There was a bunch of violence amongst the cartels, the drug cartels. It just wasn't a good place to live, especially about 20 years ago. Things are starting to get bad again. So I decided to go. I like traveling. I like going all over Mexico. I've been to Singapore, Norway. I like traveling. And I wouldn't do this if I didn't have a bunch of experience with women. There's a lot of you guys that want to just straight up people from the United States. Really, that's who I'm talking to right now. You guys just want to hop on a plane and go to other countries around the world. A lot of you guys don't have enough experience with women to do it safely. You need the experience with women so you can develop your intuition, right? Going on a bunch of dates, hitting on a bunch of women, sleeping with a bunch of women. And it would be better if that happened in the United States first before you start traveling. Anyways, back to the story. So I decided to go to Juarez, Mexico. I was like, okay, let's go to some bars. I was thinking to myself, because remember, I don't like wingmen. So I figured out where all the bars are, and I went to the business district. So I was right there in the middle of town, and I go to this nice bar. It had a big dance floor. There was a bunch of people in it. I walk in, I get myself a drink, and I'm walking around, just checking out the bar. So there's this girl by a pillar, right? She starts staring me down, checking me out. Now, if you were to listen to some of these other guys, these dating coaches, guys like Beta Male Strategies, who really changes his philosophy on dating all the time. So what I might say right now, it might be true, it might be accurate today, and 7 days from now, he would have changed his philosophy. The point is, look, when it comes to choosing signals, if I didn't know what I was talking about and I didn't know what I was doing in one of the most dangerous cities in the world, I would have walked up to her after she first checked me out. Because remember, she gave me choosing signals. That's not what I did. Because you got to think about this. Just because a woman finds you attractive, it doesn't mean that she's single. Okay? We see a bunch of people as men. We see, okay, that girl is hot, that girl is hot, that girl is hot. A lot of them, they're going to be taken. And remember, I'm in one of the most dangerous cities in the world. She might be with a guy. He might be in the restroom. He might be getting a drink for her. Because you got to remember, you got the experience. You got to sit there every time you're making a decision as to if you're going to talk to a female or not, or you're going to approach or not, or you're going to flirt or not, or you're going to ask for a number or not. You have all this catalog of experience. You open the catalog, you open all that stuff, the folders, and you draw from it to make the right decision depending on where you are. So what I did not approach her. I circled around, I got another drink, I went to the other part of the bar, And what do you know? Her boyfriend was in the restroom. And he came back and he stood next to her and they're kissing and doing all that stuff. See, the thing is, it goes back to what I've said before. Once you get to the point where you have a bunch of experience with women, you can sit there and basically look at a man and woman and you be able to tell what the deal is. Is that a couple? Is that a friend, a guy friend and a girlfriend, you know? A friend that happens to be a woman. They're not a couple. Did they just meet that night? Is the guy trying to take her out to dance? You can analyze the body language and figure out more so what the case may be. And in that case, they were boyfriend and girlfriend. So you guys that have this obsession with choosing signals, if you really want to do it, what you need to do is you need to double check them, triple check them, and take your time, especially like in a bar scene, to really figure out if that's what is actually happening. You're in an environment where people are doing drugs, they're drinking a bunch. A lot of women, they're there with their husbands, their boyfriends. You're going to be there a while. Take your time. Walk around, get some drinks, maybe ask another woman to dance. Be on the lookout to see if that original woman, the first one, is checking you out. That type of thing. I don't like choosing signals. I don't like dealing with it. I don't really believe in it. Does it happen? Yes. But there's a bunch of cons, a lot more cons than pros when it comes to that. So you guys keep that in mind. Keep the story in mind that I talked to you guys about over there in Juarez, Mexico. The dangers in doing it. The problems with doing it. But for now, this was the Knight and the Bishop Dating and eBay channel. Until next time, peace out.